Hi guys, sorry about being late. We're supposed to start at 6 a.m. for our incline walking cohort, and I am 1 minute late. So sorry. Either way, go ahead and grab your treadmill, grab some water, and make sure you grab your fitness watch as well. Sorry for hitting my mic. And let's get started. So I'm grabbing mine over here. I have it up against the wall and out of the way. And I do that so that you guys can see me actually get into it. I could have it set up, but what's the point? I want you guys to see that we all have to set up to do. So I am using the Run Incline Walking Treadmill, and it is controlled. It's remote controlled for the incline and the speed. I'm just going to connect it here and I'm going to get started. So if you're just joining or if you're watching this later, go ahead and get set up while I'm getting set up. And if you're already set up, go ahead and comment below. Let me know, ready, and you've accepted the mission. Now, today's Wednesday, February 11th, and we are doing this free cohort for an indefinite amount of time. And then after that, I'd love for you to subscribe. All right, let's set our watches to, mine is going to be at indoor walking. And we're going for a total of 50 minutes of incline walking. All right. So I'm going to start us out at 1 mile per hour for the warm up. Get the timer started here. So we're going to be here for 1 minute. Good morning if you're just joining. So I am on the Run Walk Treadmill, remote controlled automatic incline. I used to have a manual treadmill. What I didn't like about the manual treadmill is you have to get off in order to control the treadmill. 30 more seconds, I'm going to increase the speed. And then eventually I just stopped controlling the manual incline. Hi and good morning. Roll your treadmill in. Hi, good morning. 10 more seconds. I'm going to increase the speed. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's come up to 1.5. We're still in the warm up. And we're at a 0% incline. Hi, good morning. Could you put some music, please? You know what? For copyright reasons, I can't put music. This is a 50-minute workout, but I do have a playlist for this walking workout. It's on Apple Music, and I can't play it, but you guys can play it in your ear. All right, so 20 more seconds. Hi, welcome. 20 more seconds, and we're going to increase the incline. We're warming up for 5 minutes, and then we start the walking workout. There is no running. It's all walking and incline. Don't forget, if you're just joining, if you have an Apple Watch, set it to indoor walk. If you have a Fitbit, I think it has walk in there. All right, so let's come up to 1% incline. We're still in the warm up. Hi and welcome. Thank you for joining. Roll your treadmill in and join me. We're doing a 50-minute walking workout. Now, if you don't have an incline treadmill, just walk with me and just follow the speed prompts. The highest speed we're going to go is 2.5 miles per hour. You can go up higher if you want, but I would suggest that we stay between 2.0 to 2.5 for this. Hi and welcome. Thank you for joining. So I am on the run walking treadmill. And the reason why I chose it, for one, is the price point, and two, it's incline walking. All right, so let's increase the speed to 1.7, and we're going to keep the incline at 1%. Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Now, the lettering for the chat is really, really, really small. So if I can't see what you're saying beyond H and I, forgive me. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for walking with me. No running. And the reason for incline walking is it's better bang for your time. If you're going to walk, you might as well burn more calories, right? But without stress on your joints. Who's with me on that? All right, so we're at the 4th minute. Let's take that speed up to 2.0, 2 miles per hour. Now, this run treadmill, I'm just going to talk about it a little bit here for you guys. It's 38 point something in length, and then it's about almost 16 in width. I'm 5'2", and this is a big treadmill. It's actually bigger than I expected. It's well made, and I'm not just saying that because I actually spent my money getting it, okay? It is well made, and I really love it. I thought for the price point, it would come looking a little bit, I don't know, shabby and just kind of like barely make the cut. But it's really, really beautiful. So if you get it, I hope you'll get to relish in the beauty of it, just like me. And I'm not into working out. I'm into efficient working out because I love results. All right, let's take that incline to 2%. So at 2% at 2.0. I'm going to be here for 10 minutes, guys. Sorry, I just wobble there. You know, sometimes I walk in cursive. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. Hey, guys. Okay, so this is the run walking treadmill. So let me spit some facts for you about this treadmill. And then, oh, my lid just went out. That's weird. Okay. Oh, well, I'm not getting off this. You guys can still see me. That's the most important part. I don't know why that went out. Sometimes that electric outlet, like it just falls out. It's a little heavy. Oh, there's a shadow behind me. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just get that fixed. Keep walking. Oh, it fell out the wall. Okay. Okay. Now. Oh, I see. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness, it's just not staying in the socket. All right, I'm back. Hi, thank you for joining. So we're doing a 50-minute walkout. So sorry for my flub there with my lighting. I could have just left it, but it was bothering me because it was like such a huge shadow, this little shadow behind me. I'll get my lighting together, but I hope you guys can hear me. Put a fire emoji if my sound is okay. I mean, if you guys are walking, just focus on the walking. So we've got 2.5 more minutes at this incline and at the speed. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so it's just me here. So there's no one to, thank you for the fire emoji that you can hear me. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Do you know I actually won a different type of microphone? So this one I was kind of like dubious as to whether you guys can hear me. Um, so thank you for the fire emojis to confirm. So if you guys are considering walking pad for home, hi everyone. I highly recommend the Run walking treadmill. Like I said, it's remote controlled for the speed and it's remote controlled for the incline. So here's the other thing. I thought that it would need AAA batteries. Well, I emailed them and I asked what kind of batteries do I need for this, and they said AAA. So I got AAA batteries, but 90 seconds at this incline and the speed, and then we're gonna change some things. Um, it's actually a lithium battery controlled it's a lithium battery for this remote control, and they provide you with the lithium battery too. So, okay, we have 1 more minute at 2 miles per hour at 2% incline. Thank you for joining me for the walk. Thank you for keeping on walking, even though I had to get the lights back there. I'm a one-woman production crew in my compact space. So this treadmill goes up to 4 miles per hour in speed, and the maximum incline is 6%. The incline is your best friend in terms of making sure that your time spent doing cardio is a return on your investment in time. Okay? I will read all your comments once I'm done here. But for right now, thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for being here. If you're walking with me, all right, let's go ahead. And now we're going to increase the incline to 3%, and we're going to increase our speed to 2.5. At 3%. I'm going to be here for 10 minutes. Now, if 2.5 is too fast for you, go between 2 miles and 2.5. So we're doing this walking workout together Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. Central. Okay? 50 minutes each, 5-minute warm up, 5-minute cool down. And then 40 minutes of the incline walking. So, like I said, when you're doing the incline walking, you are working out your legs, you're working out your glutes, you're working out your midsection. You're actually putting in, with walking, better return on your time than if you're walking flat. Now, I'm not saying there's anything, if you go for a walk outside, that's always going to be a benefit because you get exposed to outside, the sun, you get to walk your dog. But I'm saying doing this at least with me for 4 months while the season changes, 3 times a week. And then in the summer, you go down to 2 times a week. And when you go down to 2 times a week, do it for 60 minutes as opposed to 40 minutes of incline walking twice a week. That's it. So this incline treadmill also shows you how many steps. It shows you the time. It shows you how many steps you have accomplished. My Apple Watch doesn't show me my steps, but I think, sorry, I hit my mic. I think Fitbit does show you your steps though. So if you want to get in 3,000 steps in the morning with me, I think it's at 3,000 steps. We'll see at the end of this. No, I don't think it's 3,000. But if you guys want to get a couple thousand steps to start off your morning with me, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 a.m., let's do it. The link for this treadmill is in the description. Check it out. And just so you know, I am an Amazon associate. So those are paid links I earn from qualifying purchases. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining. We're doing this incline walking. We're 13 minutes in. We're doing a total of 50 minutes. Or the other thing you can do if you don't have a treadmill at home and you don't want one, go to the gym and start your day with me before you do the rest of your workout. 6 a.m. walking. Me and you. Hi, welcome. So we're saying 7 more minutes. We are at, in case you're just rolling this in live, or if you're watching this later and you decide, you know what, I'm going to join. Go downstairs, go upstairs, or go to your room where the treadmill is, or roll it in. We are at 2.5 miles per hour at 3% incline. Let me know what city you guys are watching me from. We have 6 more minutes of this. I'm in Chicago. Let me know what cities you guys are at. And let me know the city and the temperature of your weather. Hawaii? Oh my goodness. Wow, that was unfair. Are you walking on the beach? You are Atlanta. Warm body. Okay. What's Hawaii and Atlanta in the house? All the hot cities. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. So let me know what cities you're in. Let's see. I don't see any more cities. City and temperature. 5 more minutes at 3% incline. Awesome. Thank you for the compliment. So this is actually from Amazon too. I guess I could put it in the description. Thanks for pointing that out. It's an outfit from Amazon, and I'll put it in the description once I'm done. Once I'm done here, I'm gonna respond to anyone who's still live in the comments a little bit, and then I'll put the link for this outfit in the description. It's very comfortable. It's great for walking. Some of you guys' comments. Thank you so much for being here. So if you guys are walking with me later or live, welcome. I'm on the Run walking treadmill. You can get it from our Amazon store. It has up to 4.0 miles per hour in speed, and it goes up to 6% incline. Good morning. Oh, 22 inches in St. Paul of snow? Of snow. I need clarification that you had 22 inches of snow. So you really need the walking pad if you're snowed in. And that's the whole point, guys. If you're snowed in and you don't feel like driving to the gym, you can just pull this up from under your bed, under your sofa, or I have it against the wall. I can't put mine under the bed because I have like a line of dumbbells, so it won't go through. I mean, I could push the dumbbells all the way on the other side of the bed, but then they're not easily accessible. So I put mine, it's conveniently out of the way against the wall, so I can have the rest of my compact room. So this treadmill is actually ideal even for tall people. Like I'm 5'2", but the length of it allows for a good gait. So if you're 6'2", 6'3", you can still use this. I've seen tall guys review this, so it's so great. So All right. So we are here for 2 more minutes at 3% incline and 2.5 miles per hour. Thank you for joining me, guys. So if you're snowed in, you need this. Oh, 22 degrees is the temperature in St. Paul. Okay. I was like 22 inches. I have to look up snow for 22 inches. Thank you for clarification. 22 degrees in St. Paul. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. All right. 1 more minute at 3% incline. And we're going to keep the speed at 2.5. We're going to increase your incline. All right. Nice job, guys. You're doing so good if you're doing this with me. Oh, it's so hard to see. I keep leaning in to see your comments. My laptop's over there. And speaking of laptop over there, this treadmill will be fantastic for a workstation. Like you had a working desk if you're working from home. So if you're not using it for this type of workout, you can have your standing desk here, right? And you wouldn't necessarily be doing what I'm doing at such a speed unless you're just attending a Zoom meeting and you're not presenting. Sorry for hitting my mic. This would be fine if you have your mic off, but you can just do 2 miles per hour at 2% and walk and work on a desk. And you can have a standing desk here. So I don't have a standing desk because I'm obviously presenting to you guys, but it would be nice to have like a desk here, like a small one, that I could just see some of your comments and respond, you know? All right, so I keep leaning in to check out you guys' comments. So welcome. All right, let's take that incline up to 6%. I'm going to be here for 10 minutes, okay? Incline at 6%. Now, next time, what I'm going to have are weights. I have these wrist weights. So if you want to take your walking on a treadmill workout to another sculpting level, add 1 pound wrist weights to your ankles or your hands to start. And then as you build your endurance, you can have it on both your arms and your ankles. Remember to always check with your doctor before starting any exercise program, even walking, especially if you're going to do a modification like what I'm going to suggest for you this Friday, where you add weights. So I'm all about a return on your investment. Walking is a return on your investment. If you do an incline to it, provided that your body is available for that kind of demand, right? I don't understand your comment. Yeah, I understand walking to nowhere. So you can watch a TV program, and I'm just here to guide you and walk with you like a friend. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need somebody to prompt you and let you know, hey, let's go up an incline, and you're watching your favorite show on Amazon Prime or YouTube. Well, I do. I don't do cable anymore. So everything I watch is either on YouTube or Amazon Prime for now. I used to do Hulu, but there's nothing on Hulu for me right now. Um, Speaking of, what is your favorite show right now? Or what show did you just finish watching that you really liked? Comment if you're able. If you're walking, comment later. All right, so I'm on the run walking treadmill. And one more distinction, the one walking treadmill that I'm on is called the W1 Pro. Okay, so, and this one was under $200. Okay, so, which was a big thing for me. I was like, if I'm going to use it for a small space, I don't want to spend like $500 or $600 on something, right? And there's two in this category. There's a W1 Lite and W1 Pro. The difference is the W1 Lite is a flat plane walking pad. It has no incline. Same price. But the W1 Pro, which is the one I'm on, you might as well get that if it's the same price because you can still get the walking pad, but you get the incline. Incline helps you burn up to 50% more calories than walking on a flat plane. Sometimes people are just not motivated to get up and walk. And that's why this is great because it's convenient, it's accessible, and it is budget friendly. Even if you have an expansive budget, it's good to minimize your costs where you can. What is it? What is that? I can't read the rest of the V word. It's a must for a small space. What is that? Can you explain that, please? Or I can just Google it later. I'll look at the chat later. But thank you for sharing. So I'm all about smart fitness for compact spaces. So you guys put in whatever you suggest in there because sometimes people are snowed in. Sometimes it's just 22 degrees too much to get outside. And even in the summer, if it's raining outside, and if you just had a blowout, ladies, if you just blow dried your hair, and you don't want to go out and take an incline walk, let the rain subside, and then get to the gym after your incline walk. Oh yeah, I want my fan on so bad, but my lighting system, the socket, I don't have an extension cord for this side, so it won't stay in the socket at the bottom. So I have to put it at the top so it blocks all the socket, so I can't connect my fan. I am glistening with intense sweat, which I don't want to sweat, believe it or not, because especially when maybe you're doing this in the middle, just before going to work, in the middle of your day, at a lunch break, make sure you clock a fan. For sure, I agree with that. So you don't sweat out your makeup. All right, so we have 3 more minutes at this incline, and I'm at 2,500 steps. Thank you for watching. Check out my description below. Get yourself an incline walking treadmill for your compact space, whether it's your bedroom, your office. I can't think of another room. You can actually roll this up. It's very portable. You can roll this up and put it in your kitchen. If you're cooking something and it's going to take 45 minutes, you can just roll this out to your kitchen and wait for everything to cook or bake or whatever you're doing. I'm outside walking. Oh, awesome. Yeah, outside walking is fantastic. For sure. Why I look like a grandma? Well, I could be like a grandma, for sure. That's an honor. That's a matriarch. It's such an honor. Thank you so much for saying that. I don't know if you meant that in a good way or in another way. I take it in a good way. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to read and walk because I'm like trying to concentrate and not like slip off the treadmill. This is live, guys. Oh, thank you. Okay, you look super healthy and fit. No filter on this. Yay, thank you. Yeah, no filter. Definitely no filter. You guys can see my shadow over here. Because of my compact space, I can't align the lights in a way that eliminates the shadow. So I'm probably gonna need like a light system like right there by the camera so you guys can see the shadow back there. So thank you. Yes, no filter. This is me in real life. Oh, a woman never tells her age. Oh my goodness. But you guys, you know that as human beings, we have about 30 seconds at this incline. As human beings, we're much older than this avatar that we're in the earth. We existed before the earth. So we're all very, very old. We existed before we got here. And I'm not talking about incarnation. I'm not talking about that woo woo. I'm just saying we are all ancient beings. And let's take this down to 3% incline. We're going to keep that speed at 2.5. Nice job, guys. If you had joined me here and you're walking with me, nice job. So next time, be ready. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. Central. Make sure you get your walking treadmill by the time I meet you next so you can do it with me. And like I mentioned earlier, you don't necessarily have to get the AAA batteries because they sent me a remote that only used the lithium battery. So we have 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left of this incline. And then we have a 5-minute cool down. That's an easy walk. So nice job, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind and contributive comments. Thank you for being a part of my online community here. You could be doing anything else, but you're here with me. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you so much. All right. So don't forget, in my description, you can check out the specs on the Run walking pad treadmill. It goes up to a 4 mile per hour speed and a 6% incline. And it has 2.5 horsepower. It has some shock absorbing technology in it throughout, so it's easier for the joints. Even when you walk like this, it kind of gives you that give. So you're not just walking and planting your feet, and there's no give or buoyancy to relieve the pressure on your joints. Well made, highly recommended. I actually did not expect it to be this well made for the price point, but it serves its purpose. Love the control of the incline. It's automatic through the remote. Now, if you want something with more bells and whistles, obviously you can do that. But if you're looking for something that sometimes people feel bad about spending on equipment for their spaces at home. because they think they won't use it. And I say, patooey, get something like this. I recommend you use it twice a week, 60 minutes incline walking, or 3 times a week, 40 minutes incline walking. All right. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the supers. Thank you. Let me see if I can see what that comes from. Do women? I don't know. I haven't taken that survey yet, but I'm sure you can put a poll out on your social media somewhere. If you guys have any questions about this treadmill, let me know. If you have, do you guys have a treadmill at home? If you have a treadmill at home, comment sneaker emoji, because I can see that. So comment a sneaker emoji if you have a treadmill or you're thinking about getting one. That's an interesting question. That's a very interesting question. All right. So we are at 6 minutes remaining at 3% incline and 2.5 speed. Some of those comments. Guys, I sometimes wonder, when you type those comments in, are you doing it for shock value? Do you feel it's justified? I just want to know. I'm curious. I'm just curious. All right. We have 5 minutes left at this incline and speed. If you're doing this later, good job. If you are doing this later, comment sneaker emoji. Now, that will give you a sense of accomplishment and accountability that you're letting someone know, because I see every notification of comments, right? You're letting me know that you got it in and you got it done and that you're a finisher. You start and you finish what you start. You're a great starter and a great finisher. So if you're doing this now or doing it later, when you complete this walking workout, comment the sneaker emoji. Okay. It's so interesting to read some of these comments, but thank you for the emojis and the, I don't know what those symbols are. I don't even know how you do that. Thank you for the emojis. Thank you for the super gifts. Speaking of super gifts, I will be using everything that you guys are putting in for workout videos, dance workout videos. Yeah. So, and that's the other thing. If you want to dance better, you have to walk strong. So if you're not a strong walker, you can't be a better dancer. And it's not about dance in terms of like, you know, I don't know how to put it. I know people like to say, oh, I have 2 left feet. No, everyone can dance. If you like to move your body to music, you're a dancer. Okay, in my books. Oh, hello, Switzerland. Hello, Switzerland. How do you say hi in Switzerland? How do you say hello in Switzerland? So yeah, if you want to dance better, you have to walk strong, right? So, and that's why the incline is so important, because the incline will help you walk stronger. All right. Now, don't forget to stretch after this. Hello, Switzerland. Switzerland in the house. What's the language in Switzerland? Is it Swiss? Grazio. Is that it? Did I say it right? I hope you didn't tell me something bad. I tried my best. I tried my best, Switzerland. Hello. One more minute. And then we're going to go into your 5-minute cool down. And I have done 3,600 steps in 38 minutes. Give or take a few because I kept the belt running when I was fixing my light earlier. We're 2.5, 3%. We reduce everything down to 2% and 2 miles per hour for the last 5 minutes. We have 1 more minute at 3%. Nice job, guys. Remember, if you're doing this later, comment a sneaker emoji below. And all of your contributions, thank you. Because then I can start filming my workout videos. Regular workouts, like walking workout mainly to start, like incline walking workout. And dance workouts. Speaking of dance, I have a routine out there on my page. I think we're alone now by Tiffany. So most of my dances is going to be choreography based. You just learn easy choreography and you dance to that over, you just press play and just repeat the choreography. That's your workout. Do that maybe 5-10 minutes, dance break. Okay. 2%, 2 miles per hour. All right, cooling it down. Phew. Nice job, guys. So according to my Apple Watch, it's saying just under 2 miles. Nice work. So we got 5 minutes here. Thank you for joining. And like I said in the description, I have this treadmill. Go ahead and check it out. It is affordable. It is for compact spaces. I'm all about smart fitness for compact spaces. And, I do recommend that you have 3 feet behind you. I have 1 foot and have 3 feet on either side. I have 2.5 here and 3 here of clearance. But if you just have 1 foot, you're still okay. You can privately walk, put it up against the wall when you're done, slide it under your bed, or slide it under your couch if you have this in your living room. And I got like sneakers specifically just for this. Because I want to keep my treadmill belt clean. So I don't leave it out to let my roommates use it because they're probably going to use street shoes. So these shoes only go on this treadmill. I take these shoes off, I put them aside. So if it's in your room, you're not having contamination, you're not breathing contamination of, shoes that you use on the treadmill that you use when you're walking outside in the snow, bringing in snow and salt and all those toxins into your bedroom. You can just get a separate pair of sneakers like mine and use that. Now, if you're thinking, I don't want to spend a whole lot on a pair of sneakers just for the treadmill, well, these ones that I got are on my store. They're under $20, and I've never bought any sneakers in that range. But the reason why I got them is because if I got like a pair like on, $100 pair of sneakers, I would want to use them, right? So these are just perfect for walking. I wouldn't recommend them for running. Running is a totally different technology. I've ran in them, they're fine. But that's the other thing I just suggest. If you're going to use this treadmill and leave it in your bedroom, you want to have a separate pair of sneakers that you use exclusively for this so that you're not walking out toxins at the bottom of your shoes. Does that make sense? Am I being a little bit too? I wouldn't judge you if you use your outside shoes on your treadmill. I'm just giving you some food for thought. Just some food for thought. Just some food for thought. So we have 7 more minutes. And this is just where you're just like calming down, bring it all together. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, you got some Under Armour shoes. Okay, cool. Yeah, Under Armour is fantastic for walking. Yeah. So again, like I said, the shoes was just mainly for having a separate pair for walking indoors, especially if your treadmill is going to be in your bedroom. You know what I mean? Or in your kitchen. Like if you have it in your kitchen and you're walking on it with outside shoes, I just think it might be a little icky. But then again, you know, if you're married and your husband just uses the treadmill, you're just going to be grateful that he uses it, right? So you're not going to be like, oh, honey, can you not like wear your outside sneakers? You just kind of like go with it. But you may just want to bring it up, you know, if you're watching, sitting down watching a TV show. It's like, honey, you know, I thought maybe we could each get a pair of sneakers that we just use for the treadmill, especially if it's in the kitchen, so we don't bring outside contamination. You know what I mean? And if your significant other doesn't remember to change shoes when they're getting on the treadmill for indoor walking, hey, at least they're getting the walk in, right? That's the most important thing. Why, thank you for your kind words. Oh, you're in bed 24/7. Okay, great. Not okay, great about that. So what you can do is as you're laying down, just move your legs like this. Does that make sense? If you don't have a treadmill, you can also walk in place, right? If you can get out of bed and just walk in place, you can do that. I've done that. You can do 2 miles walking in place for 60 minutes. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I hope that does make sense. But if you're laying in bed, just try to lift your legs and just move your legs like that. So pretend like my arms are your legs. You're laying on your back. Just move your legs. As long as you can, take a break and then resume. And do that for 30 minutes. Makes you laying in bed time a little bit more conducive to movement if you do that. I hope that makes sense. 4 more minutes, guys. And at the slower speed, you want to kind of like lengthen your gait. You see me like stumble a little bit. It's because I walk like this in real life. I call it I walk in cursive. So walking on a treadmill can be a little bit challenging, and also just like trying to lean in and read the comments. Hi. Welcome. I am on the Run, Walking Treadmill. Link in my description if you guys want to get one. Great for smart home fitness additives and compact spaces. As you can tell, I'm in a compact space. It's great for getting your steps in. If you're snowed in, if you're not snowed in and it's just too cold to go outside, or in the summer, if you just don't want to be out in the rain. If you're working from home, you can walk as well. Get your steps in during your office day. Why, thank you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your kindness. I appreciate it. And then you can get a work standing desk. So if you're working from home, on the days that you work from home, you can slide this under your standing desk and get a walk-in. Walking is so good for you. It's obviously good for you in life. Even if you don't do the incline is just me doing extra. So you can get better bang for your return of investment in time, get a better result. But because A lot of us like sit at an office desk. You think you can focus better when you're sitting. You can have this to the side. If you don't do well, like standing and working, you can just have this to the side, ready, and then take a break every 15 minutes or walk for 5 minutes or 30 minutes and walk for 5 minutes if you prefer to sit and work. Because not everybody wants to stand and work. We are almost done with our time, guys. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you so much. So for this cohort, thank you for joining. For this cohort, I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. because I don't want you to just get a walking pad, or if you already have a walking pad and you're not using it, I want to help you get back into walking and stay walking all the way through April. I hope that makes sense. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. Now, maintenance on your walking pad, if you're using it like 3 times a week or twice a week, every 6 months you want to put oil in the belt to lubricate it, because the better you maintain it, the better it will function and the longer it'll last for you, right? I hope that answers your question. 30 more seconds. And I am going to go in the comments and answer you guys and see what you guys got to say. It's been such a pleasure to have you. So I'll see you again 6 a.m. on Friday, Central. And you can order this on Prime. I think you can get it in 2 days in time to do it with me. If not, go to the gym. All right, that concludes it. Whoop, whoop. And that was 136 calories, almost 2 miles. And my average heart rate was 122 beats per minute. So let me see if anyone is still on so I can answer you, because it's kind of hard to see there. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see if you guys have any questions before I sign off here in a little bit. Okay. Thank you. Bye, time traveler. Hi, Indonesia in the house. Hello, hello, hello. We just finished the walking workout. Okay, so Lady Empress, are you still on? I just want to answer your question. So the walking pad, you definitely see the difference, especially in your midsection, particularly with incline walking. Incline walking targets your midsection, it targets your legs and your glutes. Regular walking doesn't do that so much. Regular walking helps with your, a healthy heart rate, staying active. But if you're looking for results, the sweet spot is your incline, and not running at an incline, but walking at an incline. That's where you're going to see the biggest difference. And the most important thing is consistency and low stress. So you want to be consistent. I would recommend, the reason why I'm doing it 3 times a week is for the cohort purposes. I would recommend that you do 50 minutes of incline walking at least twice a week, and maximum 60 minutes. So maximum 1 hour and a minimum um, 40 to 50 minutes twice a week. I hope that answers that question. And I always say, try it out. Try it out for 6 months, doing just that twice a week. I would not say do it every single day, and here's why, because you may not be able to sustain that as a lifestyle. But twice a week is like that sweet spot to where even if you skip a week of not working out, like lifting weights, even if you're traveling, no matter what, if you get your incline cardio in, you're going to see a better maintenance and better progression of your results. So whatever your goal is, you'll start to see the difference if you incorporate incline walking in it. as opposed to going, walking for 60 minutes at like on a flat walking pad. That will make a difference a little bit for a little while, but in terms of like long term, incline walking is going to be that sweet spot, and you will see in 6 months. But then you keep it up beyond that 6 months because you're gonna see the results. Remember, low stress and consistency. Um, and then you can also check out in my description. Sorry, I just heard a notification. I don't know where it came from. You can check out my description for this pad. It is under $200. It comes with a remote control that controls the speed and the incline. So I hope that answered your question. Hey, Jamie King, welcome. We just finished the walking workout. I'm just staying on for a couple of minutes to answer um, so many questions. You guys have any questions about walking? Any questions about the treadmill? Okay, is Brina Lovely still on here? So this was I paid $200 for this. It's like 199, and it's automatic incline, so it's not manual. So most of the treadmills are in this price point. They're manual, which means you have to get off the treadmill to adjust it physically, take a pin out, lift it, and then put the pin in and then walk. Which I had a manual treadmill for 5 years. It served its purpose during the pandemic time because I was just like there was just nothing in this price range that was automatic incline, but I would never go back to a manual treadmill again for a compact space. Now, if you're looking at a manual treadmill like the performance sports type, like the curve, the curve, the ones that you sprint, you see all these NFL players on it. That's a different ball game. That's a $10,000 manual treadmill. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the manual treadmills for compact spaces or for home fitness. I would not recommend a manual. And the reason why I waited a year to invest in this one was because I was like, I needed to be at a certain price point because it just felt more justifiable for me for it to be under $200 if I'm using it for a compact space or a small space like this, right? And this is a very well made treadmill. Like it does not feel cheap. It does not give like I paid only this much for it, right? And it looks good. It looks good. So they did a good job. So that answers that. And then you can get it at the link below in the description as well. Hold on, let me refresh my comments. I just got some new comments on there. And so I can respond to you. One second, I can't see. Thanks for explaining that. I'm recovering from an injury for notice that walking is different sometimes for me. I was thinking about getting one to help. Awesome. Perfect. Well, I am really, really grateful that you shared that with me. This is good for recovery. Walking is good for recovery. The good news is when you get one of these, because you're in recovery, I would recommend one with a bar, from the run, with a bar where you can kind of like hold on to it. Or if you get this one, because of the price point, you just walk slower. So you go maybe 1.5, 1.8 miles per hour at 1% incline. So you don't want to be at a 0% incline. It's not really that great for your ankles and your hips. Always be like at a 1% incline, and always check with your physical therapist and your doctor, and 1.5 speed. And this is for Lady Empress. If you get this exact one without the bar. If you get the one with the bar in this price range, it is manual, and it doesn't have an automatic incline. So then it defeats the purpose. All you'll be doing is walking. So eventually you'll recover from your injury, and I want you to have something that you can progress with and get results from, right? So you might as well get something that's going to work for you. Um, but then again, if your budget is bigger, you can get an automatic incline treadmill and then have one that has a bar while you're recovering that you can hold on to. If that makes sense, Lady Empress. So, all right, guys. I am on the run incline walking treadmill. I just did a 50-minute walk with you guys, and I did like 4,000 steps. So you guys can get this, get your 4,000 steps every morning with me, 6 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Go ahead and grab it in the description. It's just under 200 bucks. You can slide it under your bed, slide it under your couch, put it against the wall like I do because I can't slide it under my bed because I've got dumbbells. Um, like a whole line of dumbbells. I don't have a tree because I don't want to look at dumbbells when I walk into the room. I already have a treadmill, but it doesn't look unattractive. It doesn't look bulky. It folds flat. I'll show you what that looks like here. So when I'm done, um, I disconnect it. Always turn off the switch first. And this is my routine. I disconnect it and then I pick it up. You can do that with one hand, or I suggest you do it with both hands, just for safety purposes. And then it just rolls, just like that, so you can see. So I'll have it here so you guys can kind of like see what it looks like. So I'm 5'2", so it comes right up to my shoulder. So you guys can see this perspective. Sorry, I hit my microphone again. And it's really well made. So neat, such sleek lines. It's a very complimentary incline walking treadmill. So it doesn't look cheap, is what I'm saying. And I just roll it up here and then I lean it against the wall. And then it's out of the way. Ready for use the next time. And it stays put very firm. Okay, let me see if you guys have any more comments. The incline walking treadmill, link below. It's under $200 and you guys can get it for your home or for compact space. So you see there's not a lot of depth here and I'm still able to fit that in and walk with you guys. So exactly, I'm a minimalist too. Yes, I get it. Yes, yes, yeah. Cool, let me see. And even though it's a minimalist treadmill, it's actually beautifully made. It's beautifully made. It doesn't look like what I paid for it. It looks like I paid more for it, which is chef's kiss, right? So this incline walking treadmill, this is $200, $199 on my Amazon store. And it comes with a remote control. It's remote control, and the remote control controls the speed and the incline. Ah, thank you, Terrence. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Randall. So it's $200 and it does not have the bar. You can always get like a workstation desk. Well, my credit card says it's mine. Mr. What is it? Mr. Randall. So here it is. So if you get a working desk, you can put it at the top when you have it laid out. And as you can see, it doesn't take up that much space. Rolling it back out so you guys can see how easy that is. And it's actually pretty light to maneuver it from there. So, why, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, guys. So it looks like you guys don't have any more questions. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get more content like this. So every contribution, thank you for everyone that contributed with your time, with your gifts. I'll be doing like official walking workout videos and also dance workout videos. I'm a former NBA cheerleader for the Chicago Bulls and I'm a captain. And no, I wasn't a cheerleader during the time that Jordan was on. So I get that question a lot. That was a long time ago. Not that that matters if it was a long time ago. I didn't mean it that way. Okay, so it looks like yes, Chicago. Chicago in the house. Okay. Okay, there's a all right, so it looks like I got everyone's answers. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys on Friday, 6 a.m., walking again on my treadmill. And you guys can order it off of my link. It's on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get it in 2 days. You can walk with me. We're doing this 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. And we are doing 40 minutes of incline walking and then 5-minute warm up and 5-minute cool down. All right, guys. Ciao. Thank you so much. Bye.